to say, can't hold it in this time. Got no filter, I got no filter. 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 No filter, I got no filter.
Hey, welcome to Tuesday Night Hangouts. I am one of the hosts, not the host, one of the hosts of Tuesday Night Hangouts, Shane. You can find me here on YouTube or on TikTok at ppgshane.com. Will, where can we find you? What is your part of this whole shenanigans here?
I guess I'm a semi-host, and you're the host with the most.
Stop
it. You can find me at willflyppg.com or just go to YouTube and search for Willfly.
All right, so for some of you may not actually see Mark's picture up here or his video. He's here. He's going to do exactly what he's been doing this entire other times of doing the show, which is, well, you guys will see. Anyways, Mark is on his way back from Cleveland, Ohio. I guess he's yet again spending tons of money on unnecessary things or something. I don't know. No, actually, Mark is dealing with friends' mom's funeral, whatever. Anyways, Mark will hopefully be here a little bit. He just got off the plane and is rushing home to deal with one of the greatest shows ever on Tuesday night.
Good. That's our motor show on Tuesday night.
Yeah. All right. So tonight we're going to talk about a few things. I just saw that on Facebook that Happy Thoughts PPG just posted their dates for their fly-in at Swanee, and I'm not going to be able to make it. I have a private invite fly-in the weekend before that, and then after that is Easy Pace. And I already said I'm going to Easy Pace and private fly-in, so I will not be going to Swanee. Will, what's your schedule look like?
I'm in the exact same boat. The private invite and then the Easy Pace fly-in. And, man, it would just be too much. It would be boom, 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 a lot of traveling. And there's so much that goes into getting ready to go to a fly-in that
there's no way. I mean, financially, and time off of work, I could probably swing the time off of work. I think it's abusing my system that I have at work. I'm allowed to work as much overtime as I want and turn it into comp time, so I get ample amount of time off. And I think it would just be abusive to the niceness of my supervisor to ask him for 3 weeks in a row for days off. Like, it's too much. So I more than likely will not be. Where is Easy?
Easy Pace, Ridgeway, Virginia.
Oh, yeah. Nick, all you gotta do is get with me, dude. I need to. I think I already talked to you about this. If I'm not mistaken, I need somebody to help me travel up and back. So, Nick, if you're down, dude, let me know. Message me.
That's funny flying. I've been once, but had a blast. So, nothing against Carson and the gang there. It's an awesome fly-in.
Yeah, it's super awesome. It's just bad timing for me and obviously for you. But I want to really quick. I was going here about 8:30. I'm going to ask everybody whether you drink whatever you're drinking. If you could drink something at 8:30, we're going to do a toast. Tomorrow is August 24th. My son had passed on the 24th in 2015 from cancer, and we're going to do a little toast to him at 8:30 if you guys don't mind. Kind of get weirded out about this, but I'd like to keep his name alive and his memory. So at 7:30, if you guys want to, we'll do a little cheers and keep on keeping on.
Right on, man. You still
Yeah, 'cause
flying
we're
the
actually-
wing, right?
Oh yeah. I once I put that logo on that wing, I'll never be able to sell it. Not that I want to, but it is permanently a wing of mine, and I will never be able to get rid of it. Not that I want to, but it is what it is. So technically, when I'm talking about time off of work, my wife and I are leaving tomorrow morning to go camping till Sunday. So there is half of a week off of work. We come back Sunday, we unload the big camper, load up the cargo trailer, and then 2:00 a.m. Monday morning, we're heading to Ohio to go to my wife's cousin's family farm, where several of us are going to be meeting up and flying the farm until Thursday morning, where we're going to head over to Dave Purden's, which is roughly about an hour and a half away. So we look like we have about a week's worth of flying in before we come back home. So I'm super excited about it. Hopefully McElroy won't bring his bad weather and his high winds. Man.
Yeah. Wait, are you taking your paramotor when you go camping?
No, I do have a LZ. I have flown this area before. It's not appropriate. It's more of a family time, and I need to be with my family. So I'm not bringing my motor.
Right on, man. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. It's
Nope,
really
we got-
hard.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Well, I was going to say it's really hard. I mean, when you're excited about flying and paramotors and stuff, it's hard to give other things that are much more important the attention they deserve. You know what I mean? So you kind of have to
Well,
work balance.
for my family, my daughter, and my wife and I, to make this work for us to be able to get through a difficult day like this, we need to be together and be each other's rocks. So there's no flying, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
Right on. EPG, the other Nick, says he can't go to the one in Virginia, but he got invited as well. Maybe we can split that drive.
I'm down, Nick. I am down.
Well, if EPG, the other Nick's going, then definitely.
Hey,
Yep.
yeah, Nick, just message me here in the let's call it 2 weeks from today. All right, yeah, just message me in a couple weeks and we'll work out the details, because I am going to that private invite one in Alabama, if anybody can guess. So McElroy's on his way back from the airport. Last I spoke with him, he was creeping around in the tunnel, he said, or what did he say? He was in a tunnel?
I don't know. I couldn't hear the conversation. But so what do you do? What do you do if when you've got these tough decisions to make, when you've got multiple fly-ins to go to?
Now, I will tell you the private invite. I once I've given my words that I will go, then that's what it is. If the person that is running the fly-in decides he wants to, I should say he or she wants to cancel it, that's on them. I'm fine with that as well. But I'm not going to go because something else came up that's better or whatever. If I already agreed to go, so I will be there. As for the Swanee, I literally left training and got my paramotor, my gear, drove home from Lake Wales, dropped all my gear off, and drove to Swanee it was my first fly-in, but I didn't fly there, so I don't know if you can call that my first fly-in. But I sat there and just watched everything and seen how it worked. And I guess like 6 months later, they had another one there, and I flew there.
Right on. Yeah, you know, if you're listening to this, I guess, and I think this has been the last fly-in. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Swanee kind of announced their date late, or that might have been because it was going to be in place of another uh, fly-in or something. I don't know, but if you're coordinating a fly-in, it's always best to get your date out there as soon as you can, because
Right.
I think more people will attend if they can prepare for it.
Right. Yeah, I don't. That first year I went to the fly-in at Swanee, I think the temperature got down into like 28 degrees. So yeah, I woke up and there was ice. There was ice on everything. The ground crunched when you walked on it, and only about 4 or 5 people launched. It wasn't a very long launch or flight, but they did get flight. I was like, I'm good here. So
Yeah. Was it the
It
same
was-
time of the year, like September or?
yeah, September, October. No, it was late October because I went to school. So it was November, like the first week of November, because I went to school in October, and I actually missed Halloween. And then as soon as I finished school, it was that I left school Thursday. Or I'm sorry, yeah, I left school Thursday and showed up there Thursday afternoon. After being, let me tell you how cool my wife is. By the way, I was gone for 12 days doing something that she did not agree with. And then for me to go, oh, hey, by the way, there's a fly-in after I leave here. I would like to go there. She's like, whatever. And you can't beat that. You know what I mean? Like, she's like, whatever, have fun.
It's nice to have a supportive spouse, no doubt. It's
And
super
that-
nice when the spouse actually flies.
Yeah, well, she's not going to be fine. She doesn't want to fly. But I will tell you that is exactly the place that I met and became friends with Smart Car Brian and his family. His wife,
Wait,
Rachel.
that was at Swanee.
Yep.
Yeah. Thinking of Dale.
I had actually seen Brian flying at the compound, but I had not talked to him or had much interaction with him until Swanee, and then everything from there we've been nonstop ever since. So it's excellent.
Hey, I'm eventually, sometime in whatever, a million years or whatever. I mean, I'd like to get one of those Dodge vans that everyone seems to be wanting right now. But I found the perfect paint job for it. I want to share it with you.
With you and Mark McElroy, I mean, you guys have plenty of money.
If you guys have already seen this, and that's okay. I mean, I usually see things about 3 years after they've been posted, but I thought it was pretty cool. Let me share it with you. Share screen. And window. There you go.
Oh, I don't see it. Oh, there it is.
You see it?
Oh,
Isn't that cool?
You think
Like
you
the
have,
guy's driving and he's got the paramotor painted and his legs out. I think that is so cool, man.
Now, I have seen where there's a plumber running around here in town, has him sitting on a toilet as he's driving out.
That would be smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, right?
So, yeah, man. That's like, awesome. He's even got his little dog there. You see that?
Why? Hold on. Yes, I see it. Yep, I see him. He's all inside the cab there.
There we go.
I mean, can you really call that a dog, though? I mean, that little teeny tiny thing, what's it going to do?
It's bigger than my dog. It would kick my dog's butt.
Right? Oh, man.
Hey, you know who I see in the chat and I haven't seen for a while?
The Van Land.
Randy Milstead. Yeah, I've seen Luis a lot. I haven't seen Randy a lot. What's up, Randy?
Hold on, let's go up here and see who all is in chat real quick since I've skipped over that. We got Randy DeWeese. We got Will Fly, PPG, the other Nick, John Wayne, Bill H, Linda Anderson. I haven't seen her in a while. Hold on here. Josh, March PPG. I hate when this thing, like, my mouse, I have problems with it. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't take offense if I miss you. The Van Lander. Randy says DeWeese keeps him busy.
Yeah. Joshua Marsh. Did you say his name?
Yeah.
Okay. Van Lander.
Joshua Marsh PPG, is it?
Joshua Marsh.
Oh. All right, so let's get back to the topic here real quick. What is the proper thing to do? Or what is your choice? Let me ask you guys in the chat. So Will, myself, Mark McElroy, and a few others have potentially 3 weekends back-to-back of fly-ins. We've all committed to a private one, which is the first weekend. The Swanee one just popped up, and I've already said that I'm going to Easy Pace, which I am. And actually, we're going to have the guy that's hosting Easy Pace on, was it September 6th, did I say? When did I say? Well, it was September.
Yeah, it's September sometime. I didn't get the date.
Yeah.
I didn't register it. I didn't record it.
Anyways, so I've already said I'm going to the private one. I'm there. Swanee's out. I've not made any commitments to that, so that one's out for me. There's no way I can do 3 weekends in a row.
Yeah, I just to be clear, I'm not settling here. I know that I'm going to have a blast, and it's just there's no way to do it. So
Swanee Flying DeWeese is in Live Oak, Florida. It's just west of 75 off of I-10. So I think it's about 35 minutes west of the intersection of I-75 and 10 on 10. So if anybody takes it that I'm settling to go to a private one or not go to this one, again, I agreed to go, so I'm all for it. I'm super happy. We actually canceled the private one and rescheduled, so I am tickled. I love flying new places that I haven't flown before. And before the show, not saying that Swanee is not a good place to fly. I live in Florida, and it's Florida, so I would rather. I would go back there if there wasn't something else tying me up, but I wouldn't be super excited to go because I've been there 3 or 4 different times, and I don't know. It's Florida. To me, I want to fly somewhere else that doesn't look like Florida in my daily scenery.
I agree. Hey, I see like one of those $200 polo shirts. I think Mark McElroy's joined us.
Oh, it probably was dry cleaned and polished up and ironed by his butler, one of his butlers.
What's up, Mark?
I don't even know why I come on this show. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you
A lot
can't
of nothing's up.
All right, so we got we have a private fly-in at the beginning of the month, and then in October, then we have Swanee just posted their fly-in dates the weekend after, and then the weekend after that is Easy Pace. So that's a lot of fly-ins. I mean, I don't have Mark's money nor Mark's time, but if I did, I still wouldn't go to all three. It's just too much.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't have my money or my time either, apparently.
If I had Mark's money, then I'd be able to go.
There it is. James wants to know how big Easy Pace Flying is. I've never been, James, so, and I know Shane hasn't.
No, have not. Yeah, I don't. I know that the promoter is going to be on the show the week before Easy Pace, and from what I seen on the Easy Pace Facebook page, it's a $20 pilot entry fee, and they got water. You got to bring your own power and your own place to sleep and whatever. So, it is what it is. I kind of prefer it to be roughing it. I do like Hodges Field where you got your power, but it also kind of that time of year. I mean, really, do you really need power constantly? It's going to be in the high 60s, low 70s at night in Virginia. I don't know. Will, what's the temperature roughly about that time of year there?
See, what was it? It was September, right?
Yes.
Let me just give you the real numbers. How about that? Since we got the internet.
Hey, I want to say hi to Angela and no one else that's with Angela, just Angela. Hi, Angela. All right, sorry about that. Go ahead.
Let's see. So for September, for Ridgeway, high of 80, low of 55.
55. Good Lord. Hey, how did Tony lose his blue wrench? Did you take that?
He didn't lose his blue wrench. You're looking
Oh.
at the wrong tab.
I'm looking at StreamYard. Sorry. Moving on. Ignore me.
Man, Shane was about to open a can of whoop butt.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. We don't take blue wrenches unless they're jackasses. And I mean, Tony is, but I mean, above normal of what Tony normally is, we don't take his wrench. I was like, wait a minute. Who took his wrench? Oh, we was about to have some problems.
Someone just there pushing the button. James says he might be able to make the Ridgeway fly-in. James is he's the one that was skydiving at Moonshiners paramotor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's the skydiver. And,
I seen video. I wasn't there. I won't miss next year. I don't care for the air there, but I do love the atmosphere there. It was once you got there,
it was easier this year than it was the first year, though.
Yeah,
it was still switchy, but it was easy.
Right. Dude, that first year burned me. I'm not gonna lie, it burned me. I mean, when you set up into the wind, you hook in, and then the wind's blowing behind you, so you pull it around, and you get it all set up, and then some bitch is blowing from the left of you, and you're like, okay, pull the wing this way, and then you back to normal, back to where you started, another half a second. It's just like, all right, dude, I'll just stand here with my motor running, waiting for the wind to hit me in the face, and then I'll go. And I did that almost every time.
Have a nice night there, John.
Yeah, John.
He's probably going flying. Although I don't know if the weather's been good. The weather was nice today. Could have flown here today.
Not here. Yesterday afternoon was really nice. But I have been. All right. So, Will, for you to pack up to head to go somewhere is a lot different than for me to pack up and go somewhere, because I also have to think about, I think we figured it out today, there's 9 other people. So when I get to where I'm going, not only do I have to have all the stuff that I need for myself and for my wife, but I also have to have, because I cook for everyone that's in our group. So planning, figuring out stuff. My wife and I, for the last 3 to 4 weeks, have been nothing but every day talking about what we need, putting stuff together. In front of or behind this camera is a gigantic disaster of crap all thrown in here, because all the stuff that we
ready
need.
room.
Oh my God! I walk in here and it stresses me out. It's not organized. It's not. It's just thrown in here, and I'm so frustrated. But I understand we have nowhere to put it, so we have to put it all in one spot. And this room only gets used to watch YouTube and to do YouTube shows. So it is what it is.
Okay. Well, same thing. If I took the brick wall down, you'd see like a big freaking stack of clothes that I just washed and threw on the floor because, I haven't gotten around to doing it yet. And my Segway charging and my helmet. And this is the living room. So,
No. And you'll see a Christmas tree from 6 years ago.
No, yeah, it's still there.
Still up. I've never seen anyone have to dust their Christmas tree before.
Yeah, man, can you imagine that thing's going to be? I think it'd just be cheaper or easier to throw it out and get a new one.
Right? It would not. Well, anyways. So, Mark, your trip was good. I know you're trying to get back. I rather you not talk to us right this second while you're on the road, but
I guess he doesn't want to talk to us either.
no,
Yeah, got my hands full. Yep, flights went good. Everything went good. Glad to be back home. And now I just want to get home.
yeah. Does Joni want you there though?
I don't know, but my dog probably does.
Hey, how was your first night sleeping in your new house?
It's good. It's fine. Just still a lot of work to do as far as, everybody knows that's moved in somewhere. Getting everything settled and finishing up the build, them redoing stuff. But
Right.
they've been getting a lot done.
Hey, so how long does it take for you to get comfortable waking up with a butler just waiting on the side of your bed every day? I mean, does it take getting used to? I think I'd freak out if somebody just stand there watching me sleep waiting to serve me. He's a, hey, Will. He's like, my service is out.
I,
Bad service.
I probably got lucky, but that was all pixelated. So you got to say it again. Sorry.
Oh, you probably don't want me to say it again. Well, let's move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, once was probably enough. And
Yeah.
whatever you said was probably a lie. So
Hey, Joshua
I'm good.
wants to know. Just says use a leaf blower to dust it off. Will.
That not a bad idea. Yeah. And I don't know about it being a record, Angela, but I can tell you it's a record for me. That's for sure. Or anybody that I know of, for that matter. But
Hey, Will has had his Christmas tree up longer than my rebuild of my bathroom. Just saying.
Have you finished that? Have you finished that?
No, Will. Moving on.
Hey, there's well, actually, it's approaching 8:28. It's approaching 8:30 there. So.
Yeah. Make sure everybody has their drinks in hand, whether it's soda, water, cheap beer, vodka, whatever.
That Coke.
Diet Coke, Diet.
And what is that for?
At 8:30, we're doing a toast to Gage for his trip to heaven, back to his
Okay.
home. What'd you call it, Mark? I swear to God, I love that. I love what you said. I just can never remember it.
A homecoming, you mean?
No, yes.
Yeah.
You're thinking about.
All right. Linda's got iced coffee. Linda needs caffeine. That's the first thing I thought of.
James has asked, any more thought about the changing of my wing? I haven't given it a lot of thought, but so far I think it's either gonna be another Colorado or a Scirocco or a Hadron. But kind of leaning more towards the Scirocco.
Right. All right, 8:30. Let's all drink up the gauge. Hopefully he's having fun in heaven. Cheers.
Cheers.
And Tony wants to know if you blocked his comments.
No, but I will. Where is it? What comment?
I don't know.
I didn't block your comment. What was the comment?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I don't know either. Man, maybe you didn't. You gotta send it. You gotta hit the enter button, Tony, or it won't, post.
Tony,
See, the
gets
last
it.
comment.
Oh,
Last
Linda's-
comment, Tony. Shane for president couldn't do any worse. Is that the one you're talking about? Not only did I not block that, I posted it for everyone to see.
It was at the bottom of the screen. That is true.
Yeah.
Okay, so Angela asked a question. What's the menu at the fly-in? I can tell you for Dave Purdon's, we are leaving here not buying a single thing. When we get to Ohio, to Krista's family's farm, we're ordering pizza because we'll get there in the evening. And then I will bring some waffle mix and some syrup for Tuesday morning after we get done flying. Anybody wants waffles can make their own waffles. And then we're all going to go to Kroger's or Walmart, whatever, and we're going to figure it all out from there. So I know that there's a brisket involved. There may be some chicken quarters. There may be some pork butt. I don't know. It all depends on what we vote on. Everything's pretty easy to make. The only thing that's really going to take time and effort is the brisket, just because you don't want to leave a brisket just all by itself. It's like a little toddler. You got to baby it. So you got to spritz it and all kind of stuff. So anyways, that's pretty much the hot dogs, hamburgers for lunch. May do some chicken quesadillas on the Blackstone. Who knows? Chicken or wait, did we talk? I don't know. We haven't discussed it.
I'm okay with anything, man.
What's that?
I'm okay with anything. I'm the least picky eater that.
Will's like, as long as I'm cooking, I'm down with the brown.
I'll freaking eat anything.
Oh, Andrew,
You got a question there.
what? Oh, have I tried the? No, I've not tried that. I don't even know what that is. I'm not much of a baker. I leave that up to Krista and my daughter. The pork wrapped in bacon. Is she talking about the pork chop fatty? I don't know. Angela, I don't know. Mark, are you back yet? Good Lord, how far you live from the airport? I thought it was in your backyard.
No, I can't afford to live close to the city. Also, if you wanted, I could get a pork loin.
So if we did the pork loin, I would do a it's called a spicy Italian pork loin. So you cut the pork, you cut the pork loin, you make it flat. So as it's round, and you slice it, and then you roll it out, and then you fill it with salami, pepperoni, mozzarella, provolone, and then roll it all up, and then you tie it up, and then you smoke it that way. It's freaking dumb. It's amazing.
Yeah, see, and I was talking about the one that's already done.
Yes, the one you get from Costco, correct?
Yeah, that one's easy.
Yeah, that one is Mark McElroy after 1 cup of coffee and 2 shots of vodka. Super easy.
Yes. Vodka's not even necessary. Actually, the coffee isn't either.
Oh, good Lord.
Hey, James, he's flying where was it?
The Speedster 3 22 meter.
Yeah, Speedster 3, but he's considering going 20-meter Hadron. He's flying a 22-meter Speedster 3, and he's considering going to the 20-meter Hadron. And I was thinking that the Speedster 3 was about equivalent to the Colorado as far as.
Yeah, he just made another post there at the bottom there, Will.
It's not, let's see, isn't as efficient as I would like, upper weight range, and trim neutral. I'm still about 80% throttle for level flight. Let's see, that's at 20, so flying a 23-meter wing, I'm super efficient on that wing. And I won't say I sip fuel, but I don't use a lot compared to if I were heavier loaded.
My 27 meter wing, I like the speed on it for cross country. I like the maneuverability on it, and I literally sip fuel constantly. The problem with mine is I cannot get down. I do wing over, spiral downs. It takes me forever. If I'm at 5,000 feet, it's a 30-minute ride down with no motor on. It's 30 minutes.
Yeah. Well, the Hadron 3, I've heard good things about. I mean, my buddy's got a Hadron 3. He just got it. He loves it. But my fear about going that direction is I'm kind of a one-wing type person. So I want something I can use as my daily driver. And it could be unfounded fear. I would fear that just wouldn't be an all-around, just like a wing that I could use in all conditions.
See, my wing is. I plan at Dave Purden's. Make sure the wife isn't listening. I think I'm gonna attempt a barrel roll at Dave Purden's. I'm super excited about it. I know my wing overs are already right there, borderline of a barrel roll. So I just need to pull a little harder and throw a little weight, and I should be good to go. So, Josh wanted to know if I'm grilling or I'm smoking. I actually have a Pit Boss pellet smoker, which does like 8 things in a row. You can braise, sear, smoke, bake, whatever. It just depends on the temperature setting. So, it's an easy set it for. It's not my stick burner, weighs 400 pounds. I can't just drag that to Ohio with me. No room, and I can't afford to drag it up there. So, yeah, there will be a video, whether it be my last video or a really cool video. May or may not end up on Tucker Got. Who knows?
Right? Don't use your Insta360 though.
I don't have one.
Good.
Yes, I have.
Actually, it corrects the as you go around, it corrects the horizon.
Right. Josh, that is. I do have the Pit Boss Austin XL as well. It's a pretty good piece of machinery. Which, by the way, I have to do a lot of cleaning on. I have to clean that one, and I have the tabletop Pit Boss that I'm taking this weekend to do little things. When you don't have a ton of people to cook for, the little tabletop Pit Boss works great. I've not cooked anything substantial in it, such as pork butt or ribs or anything. But I don't know. I like the little tabletop one for what I need it for.
Hey guys, I just got home. I'm gonna run inside, but I'm sorry I kind of missed the show tonight, and I will, being as I'll be around you two fine fellas next week. I'll try and do better next week.
Yeah. Try to get out of it next week. I dare you.
Yeah. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right,
Mark. Welcome home.
All right,
yes, sir.
All right, bye.
I got a question for the chat.
Well, ask it while I go check the front door.
Okay. So I'm approaching 400 hours, and I was talking to Whoop the other day, and I was telling him he was telling me about his, he had collapses and stuff with his wing. I swear I've never had a collapse. And so that's the question. Is anyone in the chat, is there anyone in the chat that has never had a collapse? Now, I know they happen quick, and, they could correct themselves before you have a chance to even look up and see it, but I'm sure I would have felt it. So there's the question. With the motor, yeah, Bill H, definitely with the motor, because I've never done any free flight. So no, not with the motor. Did you hear the question, Shane?
Something about collapse. Have you ever had a collapse?
I have never in 3 years had a collapse.
Well, at Swanee, I had 2 collapses back to back within half a second of each other on each side. I don't know if it's out of which direction the runway runs. Let's just call it north and south, and the north end is a bowl of trees. It's a big circle of trees. And I got into that. There's some high wind, and this was literally right after my SIV course, and I felt the wingtip drop because I'm holding brake, and all of a sudden it just went almost to my hip. And when I looked up, I seen the last little flicker, and then this side, the right side, dropped. And I was like, holy crap. And I flew back out of there. I flew back and landed, and I told everybody in the group, do not fly over in that bowl because it's bad. And I forgot the gentleman's name. It's an older gentleman. He got in that same section, and that's where he broke his back. He took a collapse and ended up breaking his back, and that was... He was back that afternoon, or that evening, and ended up having some friends come from North or South Carolina, I can't remember, and drive his rig back home for him.
Dang, man. Bill H says that, Aaron says that he's not for sure. He can't confirm it, but a few times it felt like the tip collapsed. So it might be. I mean, if anything, it would have been just a quick little wingtip.
Right.
For me, but
unless you get into over 30% wingtip collapse, you're not even going to really notice it. You're going to be flying along and then just feel a little, oh, what was that? The time you look up, it's already done. It's already correct.
Well, you notice. I mean, if you're in conditions like that, if you're to where a collapse would happen, chances are you're going to be on your toggles. So I'm sure that I would have felt,
right.
the collapse. But anyways.
So the few times it's ever happened to me, I was doing wingovers one time and I got lazy on my light side, so I was going to the right, and you're supposed to add a little brake pressure to the opposite side just a little bit, and I don't know what I was doing or thinking, but I added none, and my hand almost fell like completely down, and I was like, oh, dummy, pay attention. And like, I didn't do anything the rest of the day, because if I'm not in the groove, I'm out. Like, I won't push it. I'm not going to try to figure things out in the midst of things. I'm already going to go into it with a clear head, positive, and that's just the way I work.
Yeah, so see there, Shane's Planet Shane said the last minor tip collapse he had, he definitely noticed. And I'm like 99% sure I would have noticed the collapse. But hey, whatever. I probably shouldn't have said that, because my next 10 flights probably will have a collapse.
Yeah, every time I've ever noticed one, it's only been it's been less than 3 or 4 times I've ever had one. But I mean, it's a non-eventful thing. JP will be there. I actually invited him. Well, actually, no, I didn't invite him. I think I'm full at the family farm, to be perfectly honest with you. He's about an hour and a half away from the family farm. But he is going to be at Dave Burns. Yes.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. So the other thing I wanted to mention real quick, and it's something that when you're a brand new pilot and you first starting to fly, it's my opinion that that's going to be the least complicated way to fly, or the most, I don't know, the most free you'll probably be if you don't work to keep things real simple when you're flying. For me, it started out with, okay, you got the couch, and then you got your radio, and then you got your phone, and then you got just a whole bunch of things, not to mention your GoPro on your helmet, the one on the back, and you may or may not have a chase cam, and just things can get real complicated real quick. And so I found myself, we all know that the dangers of driving while distracted, and it's just as much of a risk when you're flying. So it's, I find myself messing with, no, I don't want that playlist. I don't want that playlist. I want this playlist. And then you want to take a picture and post it on Facebook. And I mean, before you know it, you got so much going on, you're forgetting to enjoy the reason you're flying anyways. You can even see the sunset because you're trying to take a picture of it. So I'm working towards minimizing things to where it won't be a distraction.
Yeah. So at Hodges Field, I actually got distracted turning on my strobes and not zipping up my side pouch. And actually, takeoff, I dropped my battery, and the connector that went to the battery hit my prop. And my wife called me. She's like, "Hey, you got to come back. Something went through your prop." And I'm like, "Everything's fine." But I came back, and Will, you actually picked up my battery pack. If that had gone through my cage, then I would have finally blown a prop. But so far, no prop blown. I've tried several times, but I've gotten lucky. And I think Gage had a lot to do with it because he's got a full-time job keeping up with my safety. Just so you know, because I'm an idiot.
No, man, it happens. It happens to everybody. I mean, it doesn't matter how much experience you have. But you know what? The more things you have, the more chance there is of it interfering with your flying in one fashion or another.
Hey, I'm with James on this one right here.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
Did you do the same? Oh, no. So, James, I totally agree. Well, I hate to be rude to people. I can't stand when people try to talk to me when setting up. I literally, when I'm strapped in and I'm starting to put my leg straps on and my chest strap and blah, 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 if someone comes up and says something to me, I take it all off. I have to start over because I'm out of rhythm. And one of those things missed is my life, in my opinion. So Dave Purdens, the very first year I went there, I was in the middle of putting my leg straps on, and I got all the way up to the. All I had to do was do the chest strap. That's not very significant, but that's all I had to hook up. And someone came up and talked to me, and I took everything off because it's out of sync. I literally do the exact same thing every single time. And that guy came up and talked to me, and I just looked at him. I said, "Hey, I'm hooking in. Please don't talk to me." And he said, "Oh, no problem." Turned around and walked away. He came to me afterwards and talked to me, so apparently he didn't find it too rude. You know what I mean? I wasn't like, "Don't talk to me." I was just like, "I'm hooking in. Please don't talk to me. It's a safety check." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And that was it. I didn't think it was rude at all.
No, it's not. And I do the exact same thing. And if something in my setup, when I'm getting everything ready or whatever, I'm strapped in, I'm buckling up. If something isn't just right, I'll address that situation to make it right, and then I'll start my procedure. I'll start from the beginning. And
yeah, I always start over. I just take everything off and start over. I can't skip anything. And there have been several times in the situations where someone has said something to me or caught my attention, and I ended up missing something and noticed it right before takeoff. I was like, "Holy crap, that's stupid," and unhooked my carabiners, lay my risers back down, disconnect from not lay my motor down, but undo all the straps, put the straps back on, hook back up to my carabiners, and take off again. It's just what I have to do. That's my safety for myself.
Yeah, man, this is not a practice run. You know what I mean? The consequences are real. So it really pays to do it right.
It gets expensive. No, the guy that interrupted me, that made me miss my leg straps, isn't going to help me pay for my damaged equipment. No.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I'll take care of that.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to ask you what color your wing is that I can see from here. So yeah, it's just one of those things for me. I do the same thing, I say the same things, I look at the same stuff every single time. So I know Angela asked who was going to Dave Burns in here. I haven't really seen any replies. Maybe Tony should answer it or ask it because people pay attention to him.
Well, you're going, Shane. I'm going.
Well, they already know that.
Well, I don't. Okay.
I'm just kidding, Angela.
We know Dave Ruff's gone. David Wolf's gone.
Wolf. JP's going. Is the North Carolina group going?
No. Maybe one person.
Man, I don't know. I know they're almost. I don't think they're fully booked to capacity, but I think they're right there steadily. James Parker. Will at Aviators when we all met down here in Florida. Do you remember James Parker?
I do.
He is. He's going to be there.
Good.
I'm not sure if he's showing up at the family farm or not. I think he may stop at North Carolina and fly with Brooke and them for a day or so, and then come up. But he's signed up, ready to rock and roll.
Right on. Yeah, he helped me or tried to come up with a system to get fuel into my motor since I didn't have a jiggle siphon.
Yep.
Nice guy.
Is that on your list, by the way?
It is.
Your pack. Make sure you pack in. Hey, so speaking of that, if James comes to the family farm, then he is bringing his Skylink for internet. If not, we will attempt to do the show there, but the internet is not good. So we will give it a shot. If it works out, great. If not, it'll be sorry. I can't. Bye.
Last year Verizon. I think that's who you have now, right?
Yes.
So I've got AT&T this year, so we'll see how that goes.
I will tell you, at the house, Verizon works better at the house. Everyone in the house there had AT&T and couldn't make a phone call, but we're gonna have to wander around the property to find the best signal, and just probably do it off of one phone. Just sit in a group or something and go from there. It's not good there. It's really not good signal. We're out in the country.
Well, I mean, it's right next to Portsmouth. I mean, it's not that far out in the country.
It's an hour and a half away.
Portsmouth is?
Yeah, it's an hour and a half. You took 2 hours because you stopped at Dunkin' Donuts, had coffee, then stopped at 3 Dairy Queens along the way. And
it was Tim Hortons.
Okay, same thing. But my point is, we all drove. I followed Mark, who drove his truck and his camper he was driving a smart car through the mountainside. And I was like, holy crap, I can barely keep up with this guy. Trailers on its edge, 2 tires touching, 2 in the air. And Mark's just having coffee with his dad, talking, driving down country road, just down the mountainside. No problem. It was... Krista was who was riding with me? Who in the heck rode with me?
Kristen was with you.
No, I went and picked her up from West Virginia.
Oh, that's right.
Is it Virginia or West Virginia? What's below Ohio?
Kentucky.
But below that, it was like
Kentucky.
It
Well,
was
Ohio
Virginia.
was bordered by Indiana, Kentucky, and Pennsylvania, and West Virginia.
Okay, so what's closest?
Parkersburg.
Hey, what's closest, West Virginia or Virginia from Ohio?
From Ohio, West Virginia. I think West Virginia. It borders it.
Okay, so I had to go to West Virginia to pick her up from the airport, which was about the size of Wauchula's terminal, which they don't have one. It was
I think
just a
we went
tiny.
to Parkersburg, West Virginia.
Yeah,
Does that sound familiar? Parkersburg.
No idea, no clue. I just know there was about 12 people that came out of the terminal, and she was one of them. And the terminal looked busy at that point. It's a teeny tiny little terminal. It was our airport. But anyways, so I picked her up, then we drove back, and then I was happy because I was with my wife.
We were happy to see her.
And I guess I have to pay you another $50 for nice things to say to my wife.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, we're getting into what's that?
I was just saying, I can't believe you've been on here for an hour.
That's good. I'm telling you, for me personally, I love this format, and I don't know, dude. It is what it is. After I get off of here, guess what I got to do? You'll never guess.
Something to do getting ready to camp, maybe?
I hope I got something to do for the fly-in. Apparently, I have prolonged. So I don't like to buy clothes. I like to wear the same clothes until they fall apart. So I've learned. No, Tony, I pay somebody to do that. I learned that from Mark McElroy. Just so you know, pay somebody to mow your yard. I got to sew 4 buttons on 3 pairs of shorts and a pair of pants, so that I will be ready for Ohio.
There you go, man.
So sewing buttons on some shorts and some pants before I go. And anytime my wife or my daughter needs something sewed, neither one of them do it. Just so you know.
Hey, Shane's Planet. Shane says you never check your PMs on feed.
What you talking about, Willis?
Your private messages on Facebook?
I'm looking at them right now on Messenger.
Yes.
I got nothing, bro.
Tony probably deleted it.
Yeah, Tony, get Tony Blue Ranch and everything goes to his head. It's just. No, dude, I ain't got nothing from him. Send me something else. I got nothing. Angela will tell you. Angela messages me all the time. And 6 days later, I'll message her back. No, just kidding.
Shane's Planet. Shane says he buys clothes in bulk. I tend to do that too. I find something that fits, and it's like I want 20 of them, because I might not ever find the perfect fit ever again, So, yeah.
Now I will tell you, I will not go clothes shopping for myself, and I will not let my wife buy me clothes and then try them on. I can't stand
clothes.
But I literally can go shopping with Krista and buy stuff for her all day long. Doesn't bother me. But for me, I would rather finish my bathroom that should be finished already.
Oh, it's not finished yet?
No, not even since Christmas. It's exactly what it looked like Christmas time. I ain't even gone in there. Ain't even looked in there. I don't even care. Bill H. I just bought 2 and got 1 free Jean Wrangler Slim Fit. There's nothing Slim Fit over here. Yes, Shane. Yes, but we keep that on the DL, by the way. Oh,
31. Yeah, 31 is nearly impossible to find. You can find them, but I mean those half sizes. You know, they jump from 30 to 32, and I know that's exactly my size, so I know what you're talking about, Shane.
so for me, it's 34 32s.
Yeah, I'm 31, 34. That's exactly what I wear. And with jeans, you got to buy them I find that if you buy I'm really at 31, 32, but the 31, 34s will shrink for me, and they just work out perfect. I feel better.
Look at us talking about clothes and what clothes fits. Bunch of girls. Oh hell. All right, guys, it's 9 o'clock. We could find Mark McElroy probably sleeping in his bed because I know he's got to get up, go to work tomorrow. You can find him at paralifepbg.com and on YouTube at paralifepbg. Well, where can we find you, sir?
You can find me on YouTube under Will Fly, or just go to willflyppg.com.
And you can find me at Susie Homemaker sewing buttons on pants after the show. Or you find me on TikTok at ppgshane.com, all one word. And here on Never Trust a Skinny Chef Shane. So I do have a couple ideas on videos for the up and coming fly-in. This family vacation we're fixing to take. I plan to do some stuff there. I'm not sure if I'm going to have time at all to edit it before Dave Purdens. But if I get a chance, great. If not, then you'll just have to wait. But other than that, Nick, give me a text, message, call, whatever. We'll talk the private fly-in. All right, guys. Thank you very much for stopping by. As always, have a good night and fly safe. Peace.
Peace.